Hey guys, Don here, and today I'm going to be going a brief overview of the latest bag that I got. I actually received it this afternoon through my regular daily loadout in it. Nothing too crazy. Just wanted to give my first thoughts and impressions on the latest bag. It is the Carryology and Mystery Ranch collaboration known as the Cerberus. It just got released last week, so it's very new. I can't wait to put it through its paces, but this is just going to go over the initial thoughts, design, features, material, and what other bags it might compare to, and what I think how well I think it will stack up against the other bag. So stick around and hope you enjoy. All right, guys. First off, thanks for watching and clicking the video. If you found it, you're obviously really into carry bags. It's a weird, addiction, but and a fun hobby, but we all love it. So get that out of the way. First off, this is my first Mystery Ranch bag, so I'm very excited about it. I love the design. I've been using it for a couple hours now, so can't do a full-blown review. It has my normal daily carry loadout in it, which is kind of a lot. Normally I have that in somewhat of a bigger bag, but it seemed to fit with the design of it. Lends to being able to be low profile. If you're not having it fully packed out like this, if you have a little bit less, and I'll get into that once I start showing the loadout. But it's a very nice bag. It's the third collab with Mystery Ranch and Carryology. This one is known as the Cerberus. You can see the patch there. The first one was the unicorn, and then the second one was the dragon, and now this is the third and final one. And it's the smallest of the three. It's listed as 16 liters, so it's in that nice sweet spot for minimal daily carry, or just a little grab and go bag, or small, hiking pack. That's what I plan on using it for, is hiking and things of that sort. Maybe daily carry, we'll see. Like I said, my loadout typically a little bit big for a bag of this size. So first off, we'll go on the exterior. It's a X50 X-Pack in Woodland. I initially didn't want to get Woodland, but it was the only one left when I happened to get the ability to purchase it, because I was waiting in a queue for half hour or so that they had set up, so everyone kind of had a fair chance at getting a bag. But it's X50, has a fidlock buckle here to hold the top. It's a really cool buckle. My first time ever using them. There's like magnet in it, and it's a very nice quick release. And there's also one on the sternum strap as well too. So it's a little tricky at first if you're not used to it, but after you figure it out, it's pretty nice. So it's X50 X-Pack. There's a nice elastic right here for the water bottle pockets. You have Hypalon counter pulls for the zippers. The two main zippers are regular reverse coil YKK number 10s, but on the quick access pocket, the little pockets, they are AquaGuard, which is a nice touch, especially this one being on the top here. Comes with a really cool patch, has a bigger patch field on the front. You can customize it however you want. Yeah, and it's just mainly all X50. It has the Mystery Ranch Futura yoke, which is an adjustable harness, which is actually really nice. You can pull the plastic frame sheet, I guess you'd call it, out of the harness. That kind of holds this bend right here in the yoke. You pull that out, and then you unvelcro. There's Velcro on the inside here holding this in. You unvelcro it, and then you can adjust it. And then there's these load lifters where you can adjust the tension of the straps to the top of the bag. I like to keep it nice and tight, just keep the bag close to me. The sternum strap, fully adjustable. I'm a bigger guy, bigger frame, so I always typically have it down low where it falls on me. It's super comfortable harness, very comfortable. For being such a small bag, it fits really nice. Like I have a Evergoods PLC 20, and that thing doesn't fit me at all. It feels too small, and that's in a similar market for size. I know that one says it's a 20 liter, but I feel like this bag can hold just about as much as that bag. That'll be in another video when I compare a bunch of bags together. But yeah, you have the quick access here. You have a top pocket that opens up pretty much clamshell. You see I got my wallet, headphones, lock for my locker at the gym, and that's about it. There's not a ton of dimension. Not a ton of dimension to this pocket or this one, but they're good for all the little quick grabs. If there was anything bigger that you didn't mind being kind of exposed to the elements, you can put it in one of these water bottle pockets. They're pretty tight, as you can see. You have some dimension. There's a cutout in the bottom too to let debris get out and water on both of them. As you can see, I have a 1 liter Camelback, and it holds it in, and you can tell as soon as I pull it out, the pocket just goes nice and tight to the bag, which is a real cool plus. Also, another feature that's really unique to this bag, I'll probably use it in hiking, not if it's in everyday carry, because not that it's an extra thing to do to get into the bag, that's a big deal, but there's this little pocket down here that holds they call it a stick-it or a beaver tail. And at first, the bag's still pretty new. It's X-Pack's kind of rigid, so it's a little hard to tuck in there. But as you can see, you unzip it, flip it around, and then you have these little Hypalon loops on the ends that you hook it to, and then you have an extra way to hold a jacket, a hat, gloves, really anything bulky that you might not want to throw in the bag, you can fit right in here in the front. So that's kind of cool. It has Mystery Ranch labeling. That's the only real labeling on the exterior, other than on the buckle you have the Carryology logo. And you have it also on the sternum strap, but it's a Mystery Ranch one, and then Mystery Ranch on the shoulder strap. So that's all the badging on the bag. So now that we went over the exterior of the bag, let's dive into my loadout and the interior. All right, so I went over the bulk of the exterior. I forgot to mention there is a mesh in here. There's like a nice curve, which really makes it comfortable. There's a little lumbar pad too. I don't know what kind of mesh this is, but it's on the inside of the shoulder straps and the back panel. So, and then also there's a very sturdy webbing handle. It's just about some type of a nylon webbing that's folded over and stitched, sewn twice. So it's very, very rigid, stout, never gonna give any trouble. So now let's go into the interior of the bag. And this is my normal loadout. So we'll give a brief, idea. I'm not huge on tech. Like I work on a property manager, so I don't really have like keyboard, mouse, a lot of tech stuff where I need a bunch of pouches. Typically I just keep the small things you already saw just in a quick access pocket, wherever it might be most convenient, or inside a bag on one of the opaque pockets, like on the Go Rocks or the Evergoods. So it's going to be a pretty minimal. It's a bulky loadout, which you'll see. So one thing I will add at first is there's a magnet up here that kind of holds this together tight while you go to zip it, which is a real cool little touch. And then you got your two zippers, and I'm going to show you first. They only go down to about here. So really, what I found in use today, to get into the bag, I could just undo one side and get one. These are clean containers, by the way. I didn't want to leave my dirty ones in there. So yeah, I can, you know, get my stuff real quick that I might need to grab often, and then zip it back up, zip it all the way up, then just fold it down, clip it, then you can cinch it, you know, nice and tight, and then you're ready to go. But the cool thing is, with this design, you can get to most of your bag without ever taking the tail off. You know, it flops down like that. You got one container, two, and then, you know, my gym clothes. So look, so since I opened, you know, took a few items out, and now the bag looks pretty, you know, about half full. You can zip it up, easier when it's not as packed, and then it can fold down even more, and then might be easier to show, and then you can cinch this, buckle down even more, and now your bag's closed. It's still maintaining a small profile. It's not real bulky and bellowy, so you have that extra room, but if it's not full, it can still pack down small, which is a huge plus to this bag. I didn't really think about when I first saw it as a way you could use it. So real excited about that. It's very unique, very cool. So let's take this off the rest of the way. So now you can see, and then there's a tab up top. You just pull it and just rip it down. Now, and then I'll just take the rest of the interior items out. So I got shoes, shirt, pants, and then the food containers. So a lot of you guys that carry a lot more tech stuff will appreciate the organization a lot more than me. You got two little elastic mesh pockets. You have a smaller one right here where you can probably fit like a small tablet of some sort, and then this is your laptop compartment. And I think it's suspended. Yeah, the laptop compartment's suspended. I think they say you can fit a 16-inch or a 15-inch MacBook in there. That's what everyone seems to use these days. Then you have two elastic pockets on the sides here for your longer items, you know, pouch, and they're decent size. I wonder if we can fit this 1 liter bottle in there. I haven't even tried it yet. Oh yeah, so you can fit a 1 liter bottle. Now it will take up some of the interior space, but at least it's segmented. It almost looks like you could have 2 bottles, and then maybe you know, like an Evergoods cap 2 in there. It actually fits really nice. So yeah, there's options. This is mainly my DOP kit, which is for more of another video. But yeah, so you have those 2 pockets on the inside to hold bigger items. You have a mesh pocket on the front, you know, the front flap. This is good for smaller items. And then also what's nice is behind it, you can actually just slide down, you know, an item, you know, taller item that might fill in this space. This is where I put my phone if I were to put it in the bag, because if you have a like an iPhone, I have the Pro Max, and it won't fit in either of these pockets, which might be a deal breaker for some. Me, it's not a big deal. But you see you got the high-vis orange. It's not super bright like some of the other collabs, but it actually goes well with the woodland, I think, because it's not like too fluorescent, like blinding, like on the bullet chitons. Those are very bright. So that's the interior. It's pretty basic, not too much to it. You know, I'd put, you know, you can fit your phone in here too, I think. But like I said, for this mainly be like a hiking pack for me, so I might have like, you know, like a water filter and some other items in these they're longer in these pockets, you know, for even camping, you know, as like a real small hiking pack, camping pack. You could fit like a little saw in there, you know, extra whatever you want really. But the bag, for being so small, does have a decent amount of capacity, and I really like the design. I mean, it looks a little silly when you just have it up, but the fact that if it's packed out all the way, you know, it can almost sit like how I had it, where it's just folded up like this, or it can fit down low like that, and stay nice and very tight to your back. So all in all, I can't wait to really put it to more use. I think they really outdid themselves on this design. It was based off the Spartan, which is an older bag that Mystery Ranch used to produce that's no longer made. But I think that one had molly all around the front and the sides, no beaver tail, and it was pretty similar in design, but it was mainly a Cordura and no water bottle pockets either. So I think this is like the perfect version of the Spartan, and it really surprised me because it being a smaller pack, I thought I wouldn't have liked it. So I'm very happy with it so far. I'll compare it, I'll get everything packed back in it or fill it up with something, and then show you next to the Kaiden Bullet 15 liter to give you a comparison, because I honestly think I'm going to get rid of my Bullet after seeing how much I like this bag. Alright guys, now that we've went over the exterior, the interior of the bag, the design, the whole 9 yards, I want to show you real quick a comparison to what I think is a very comparable bag in size and material is the Bullet, Carryology, Collab, the Kaiden. You know, this is a VX21, so it's definitely thinner X-Pack. There's no straps. There is a big pocket on the front, as you know, but it's only mainly for flatter items. But as you can see, you know, the Cerberus is a little bit taller. Thickness-wise, it's not. It's similar. I would say it's very similar in depth. But this is the game changer right here. You see the harnesses. You see how, you know, beefy and, you know, well designed this harness is, and it has the mesh. It's definitely more comfortable than the Bullet. I feel like the Bullet is very, very slippery in use. It's comfortable, but it's not like this. But you know, this one's also a very more streamlined bag. So for urban or office carry, this might not scream as much tactical as the Mystery Ranch, because you know, you have the beaver tail, the straps, the load lifters. But what really sets the Cerberus apart from this one, in my opinion, is not just the harness, but it has the water bottle pockets. So when I would use this bag, the Bullet, I would have to keep my water bottle inside. And after one time recently, my water dumped all over my stuff. I was like, okay, I need to maybe look into bags that have the exterior water bottle pockets, because now I know why everyone likes them so much. Yeah, you have a bigger patch field on this one as well. But I honestly feel like for my use, I'm gonna prefer the Cerberus over the Bullet. The Bullet's nice, but in use, I think I'll get a lot more out of the Cerberus than the Bullet. So this will probably be for sale here soon in the Carryology group on Facebook. But thanks for watching. In my conclusion, I'm very happy with the Cerberus. I'm going to use it right now when I leave to go to the gym. Can't wait to use it hiking and just putting it through different loadouts and having fun with it. I really like it. I can definitely tell it's going to be more durable than the Bullet, just because that's a VX21 and this is an X50. I mean, the X50, it's like Cordura on steroids. It feels just like 500D Cordura, like my other Bullet Ruck that's Tropic multicam. But then you have the X-Pack laminated to it, and the design of it is just going to be more stout. I can't wait for it to break in because it's pretty rigid. But very happy with it, very excited to see what it can do for me. So I appreciate you guys watching. Please like and subscribe. I am going to get back to filming more content now that it's going to be winter here in Ohio and there's not as much to do outside. So I'll be getting a lot more videos, comparisons together on bags, training, rucking, all that good stuff. So thanks for watching, and I hope it was helpful. And if you ordered one, I'm excited for you. For when you get it, you won't be disappointed. So thanks, guys.